Hi everybody! We are going to do an art project today with a letter M for mouse. Do you guys hear at the beginning of mouse? Let's do our onset fist for that. Ready? Mouse. Mouse. And last week you guys told us some pretty good words that start with the letter M. Let's see, Miss B, what are some of those words that we heard?
Well, I see motorcycle and mermaid and, oh, my favorite, M&Ms.
Ooh, even saying to M&M starts with an M.
I see money and monster truck and milk. And look at that cute monkey.
Ooh, can you guys think of any other words that start with M? If you can, tell your grown-up that you're sitting closest to. Think of a few other M words. And then we're going to do an art project. So everybody has these in your packets. This was in the back of your lesson 4 packet, which, let me grab it so you can see it really quick.
Yeah.
It looked like this one, the one that you picked up from my house a couple weeks ago. So it looks like this, and you'll find these pages in the back. There's a picture of the mouse, and there's ears and the letter M, and a little mouse body, and these cards. So these all go with this lesson. So make sure you have all of those things ready. Okay, we're gonna sit with the grown-up while you do this because I want you to be able to ask them different questions. Well, I said that wrong. I want them to be able to ask you if these words start with the sound. Okay, so I'm gonna pretend to be the kid and Miss B is gonna be the grown-up.
I'll be the grown-up. So, Mrs. Al-Rafai, does man begin with
Ooh, let me tap that out and see. Man. Man. Ooh, I hear at the beginning.
I hear the too. How about penguin?
No.
No, that starts with a pup sound. How about flower? I don't hear it right now. How about map?
Map. It does.
Yes, it does.
So that's what you guys are going to do. You're going to go through all of those pictures. And if they have an sound, you're going to cut them out. And you can cut them all out anyways, but you're going to keep the ones that have an sound. So we said that man has an sound. So I'm going to put it in a special pile. And we said that penguin doesn't. So I don't need that one in my special pile. I can take penguin and flower and put them on the side. And we said that map does start with an M. So I can put that in my special pile. And then you will go through all the rest of them and decide if they go in the special pile. Then you're going to cut out your mouse body. And remember, when you are cutting something that's rounded like that, you can turn your paper slowly so that you can get all the line out. And then when I cut it, I still have a little bit of a line right there. So I'm just going to snip along that line. And then I've got that, but don't throw it away yet because you still have 2 more pieces on that side. So you're gonna take your ears and cut your ears out.
She's cutting so carefully too, right on the line, taking her time.
So we're gonna turn that paper just like that. And then this is kind of in my way. And when paper is in my way when I'm cutting, I just like to snip it off like that, and that makes it easier to cut. So now I can cut and turn again, go really carefully around those corners. Voila! And so I'm ready to put my ears on. But this is kind of like when we did monster number 1 and monster number 2 and we put the horns on. If we put glue over this whole ear, what would happen to it, Miss B?
That's too much glue, and it's going to stick to other things.
Stick everywhere. So we're just going to take a tiny little bit of our glue stick and glue just a little bit on this bottom right there. Ooh, just a tiny little bit. And then put one ear right here. See how there's no glue on this part? It's just on that teeny tiny little part. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on this ear, just a little teeny tiny bit. Right there like that. Perfect. And then we've got the insides of his ears. So we're gonna take, and your paper actually has 2 sets of ears on it, on your pink paper. You don't need one of them, so you could just cut right down the middle and get rid of that one. It's trash. And then you're gonna slowly follow that line. Cut it all the way out. And then this time, the pink part is going to go inside of the brown ear. So this time we do have to put glue on the whole thing. So we're gonna take our glue stick, and remember, when we're gluing onto something, we glue onto the small part, not the big part. So our mouse is the big part. We're gonna put the glue on the small part and put it all over the back. See how I cover it to make sure it's all sticking. And then I'll put it right inside. Whoops, my other ear came off a little bit. Right inside, just like that, and press it down. Okay.
Perfect.
Then I'll do the same thing with my other ear. And we'll cut that one out. Let's see if Miss B listened very well. We'll see if she knows what to do with this. Miss B,
Okay.
do we just put a tiny bit of glue this time?
Well, I think you want to put a lot of glue on there because this is the little piece and it has to go on the ear right here. It has to cover that.
Ooh, Miss B was listening, so let's see if you can do it.
Okay. Let's see if I can. I'm gonna put it all over this piece. Spread it around. I've got a pretty good amount of glue on there now. Now I'm gonna stick it on. Oh, and now I
She
have enough
did
on there, it stayed
great.
on.
She did so great.
Yay.
And now we're gonna cut out his nose, and he's got a little upside down heart-shaped nose. So we're gonna cut that out, and you've gotta, see how I'm kind of using the front of my scissors for that? Because it really helps to get around these little tiny corners.
It's a
if
little
you put your
heart.
big scissors, if you put them way back in the, can you see that? Way back in the back, then you might cut too far. So when I'm cutting something small, I like to use just the tips. And right now it's getting kind of hard to turn. So I'm gonna just come up here and snip that part off.
Yep.
And now it's gone, and so now I just have this little piece to work with, and that is a lot easier to turn. So I'm gonna turn that around, and we're gonna put the glue on the small part. We don't wanna put it on the face first, or we might put too much glue. And so on your nose, your heart goes on upside down. So you're gonna put him, whoops, dropped it on the floor.
It's so tiny.
Where'd it go? So little. We're gonna put it right in the middle of his face, upside down.
Oh, do you see where she put it? She put it right there in the middle, not too high.
And not too low, because we're gonna be putting something else
Yep,
down there.
Right in the middle.
So then, we're gonna get a black marker. And you're gonna draw on his eyes. So you can make your eyes look however you want. You can do different kinds of eyes, so everybody's eyes might be a little different. I'm gonna give mine some eyelashes, 'cause I love to add eyelashes to things. And then you're gonna give him just some little whiskers. So a mouse has whiskers, so they're gonna come out to the side, just like that. You can put a little mouth if you want to. And then,
Oh, isn't that cute? Should we show them up close so they can see what you did?
absolutely.
Look at what a great job she did. And do you see how the whiskers are coming out from the nose? That's where mouse whiskers come from. She did a great job.
And then we're gonna go back to our pink piece of paper and cut out this letter M. Cut out your M. And it's really important to pay attention to where I put the glue this time,
Oh.
because this M is going to be a pocket that we put right here, and we want to be able to put all of our letter M pieces inside of it.
Oh.
So if we put glue on the whole back, we won't be able to get anything in there.
Right.
So it's really important when you're gluing this that you only glue along the bottom. See that tiny little bit on the bottom? And a tiny little bit on the sides. so that the sides will stay together. And now when we put it on, we'll have glue on the bottom. We rub that down, rub your sides, and it's still open on the top. So I can put all my letter M pieces right inside, just like that. And then you've got your letter M mouse. And then I want you to just pull them out and practice reading them. And you can, if you want to, put all the pictures in there and keep it as a game. And every time you pull one out,
That's a
if
fun
it's
idea.
not an M, then you put it away. If it is an M, then you get to keep it. So you could play a game with your
Ooh,
brothers or
that sounds
sisters or friends
fun.
and see if you can catch the words that start with M. All right, good luck, everybody.